Goo! It's time to stream for you. Good evening, chat. Good morning, chat. Good night, chat. Hello, I'm your host, Frank. Here I am. Here you are. Here we are. Happy Friday night for me. I don't know what time it is for you all. What time? What time is it? Tell me. What's up, Sorrow Fade? We got Hooky, Laura, Mr. Woody, Mr. Whale. Hey, mods. How you doing today? How are you? How be the mods doing? Ah. 1 a.m.? My goodness. My goodness. Oh, we got a lot of new people here. What's up? Good to have you all live with me today. By the way, I uploaded a new video on the Highlights channel. I'm going to be pushing the Highlights channel on my streams a bit more for the next few streams. So please go check it out. Super excited about this one. This spontaneous loop turned into an epic adventure. It's 28 minutes long and is definitely one of my favorite loops of all time. Totally uncut, so if you want to hear the whole thing, that's the place to do it. Please subscribe to the channel, because I got a lot more stuff on the way. Oh, we also got, what else do we have? We have a sub, a tier 1 coming in from Jarvo, 9 months from The Chaser, and Laura with a year. Oh my gosh, it's been a whole year. Thank you, Frank, for a fantastic year. Could have never guessed where it would go. It has been an honor being here and being a mod. Thank you for being such a kind person and a hardworking and I got you fooled, Laura. It's all a ruse. Is that how to say it? A ruse? It's all a ruse. But thank you. Thank you for a year of support. Seriously, the stream would not be as good as it is without you here. So I really appreciate you as well. And apologize for my talking. I am so tired. I actually fell asleep before stream because I needed a nap, and I actually fell asleep, which I don't usually do. So let's all give a thank you to Laura. Thank you, Laura. Super amazing mod, for real. Helps keep the chat so clean. Does so much work on the Highlights channel and the VOD channel and a whole bunch of stuff in the Discord as well. Like if you look at the Clips channel, most of the stuff there is from her. Same thing in Patreon general for anybody who's a patron. All those clips, most of that's her. So I can barely take credit at all for anything. But I will anyway. We also got the Chip coming in with 5 months and DJ Gibba with the tier 1. Thank you. Thank you. How's it going, Chip? Really good to have you here. We got Gibba coming in with the 5. What? Yo, thanks for the 5 gifted. Ow. D's in the chat. I saw a couple people say they liked my shirt. Thank you. Me too. It's one of my favorites. I would love someone with your piano talent to do a Halo medley at some point. That would be pretty cool. Speaking of Halo, you should get ready to watch my new video on YouTube tomorrow morning. No spoilers, but it may be relevant to what you just asked. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I will say. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, everything's started, everything's working. We're all here. We're present. We're grounded. It's all good. Loop station on. Things work. I like when things work. We got operator 8618. Frank, been watching your YouTube channel all day, working 16 hours today. Oh my gosh. That is a long time. That's a long work day. Goodness. But tomorrow is your birthday. What? What? Well, I'm streaming tomorrow, so if you can get in here, remind me that it's your birthday and we'll sing you happy birthday. You might be busy because it's your birthday. But if not, new sub notification sound? No, I have it silenced. So you probably, there was no noise when somebody subscribes here. Your birthday was 5 days ago? Happy birthday. Belated birthday. We got Xavier's Finest. Been sick catching up on VODs lately. Excited for the merch. The merch shop is closed, my friend. I'm sorry. It was like a 2 or 3 week window. So the merch is no longer available. But I could do this. And that's kind of cool. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Do you have any long-term sheet music pieces you work on, like classical stuff or original compositions, Chip? Classical? Right now I'm working on an Etude from Chopin. That is one that I'm currently working on. Let's see. The emotes are working in the overlay. That's good. It looks like the bot is working from Stream Elements. That's a win. What was the problem yesterday? Oh yeah, the cameras. The cameras were freezing. That happened twice yesterday. Wasn't that strange? I'm curious to see if that's going to happen again today. I ended up restarting OBS and my computer as well. So we'll see. We shall see. What's the hardest part about learning new songs? Finding the time to sit down and just learn new songs, I would say. Like classical pieces, you know? It gets harder as you get older because like it's different than like being in university where you're there to practice. So it's like, wow, I can practice 7 hours today. And like, that's totally cool. It's so different when you're an adult and like, not only do you have real life things to do, but a lot of part of my job, which is music related, is like navigating my setup, you know? So I have to divvy up my practice time between not only piano, but like practicing looping, practicing navigating around here, practicing things for Omegle, practicing ear training, you know? So it becomes like the slices of the pie have to be cut up smaller, I find. If you're somebody who wants to have like a life outside of music, you know? What's up, Woody? Woody says the clinic stream was a real eye-opener on how much work is involved. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad it was a little eye-opening. I know sometimes, especially because you can't see the loop station from this angle. Yeah, I people have expressed interest on like the process. So that was really fun to talk about that. I'm actually going to be putting that talk on YouTube on the Highlights channel. Laura, who's in the chat, has graciously taken the liberty of cutting that up. So that will be on the Highlights channel in the next couple days, if you want to rewatch that. Sounds like there are a lot of layers. Yeah, it definitely is. It's hard to balance it all, to be honest. But you get used to it, and then like things take priority. Like there are different moments in time where like your focus is going to be more geared towards something, and there's like an ebb and flow to that, I find. We are going to play piano today, folks. I'm just catching up with chat. We're going to answer these questions. Drink my coffee. Gives me an excuse to do that. My profession? I am a content creator here on Twitch and YouTube. That is my main gig currently. How would you recommend starting with ear training? There are a lot of different approaches. I think just plucking out melody can be an absorbable way at first without getting overwhelmed, because there are a lot of different components that make up ear training, in my opinion. So just starting off simple with like listening to the singing, for example, if it's a song with vocals, and just trying to like pluck that out at first, you know? And then maybe you can move on to like, depends on your knowledge of music theory too. Like, are you familiar with chord qualities and harmony and progressions and key signatures, you know? If not, then I would say just like pluck around and find out in regards to the melody. Maybe a stupid question, but since during your Omegle session you can play music by listening to them, can't you play nearly any song after listening to them? I would say there are many, many, many songs in the world that I can't play by listening to just once. For sure. For sure. Always trying to work on it, though. Oh, yo, Toioiz, what's up, dude? Yo, I thought you were banned. Oh, well. Welcome back for the 41 months, dude. Hang on, I kind of got to do this because it's a bit of a tradition. Because Toioiz is an OG. I hope I still remember how to do this. I hope this was you, actually. Hope this makes sense. Ow. Oh, thank you, Toioiz. Really, 41 months. At tier 3, too. Good lord. That is a lot. That is a lot. I appreciate you very much. Hope life has been treating you well. Walk around and find out. I'm telling you, I'm going to put that on a shirt one day. A world tour? Maybe someday. I like the idea. You know, that probably wouldn't be for a couple years, truthfully. There's a lot that goes into something like there's a lot that goes into something like that, you know. Are classical songs more difficult than modern songs to play by ear? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By far, especially if it's on piano. There's less wiggle room if it's already written on piano, you know? You like the Keysight? It's actually not the default. This is the developer of Keysight actually made this for me. See, it has my logo in the back. He didn't really change the colors much. The default colors happen to be like the gradient of my brand, so that worked out pretty well. But cool stuff. Cool stuff regardless. I don't boulder, but I'm interested in trying. Chip, gotta run to the gym and get some errands out of the way. Go to the gym. Amazing. Enjoy it, enjoy it. What are you working on today? Or you're probably gone, but if you're not, that's okay. you ever completely mess up an Omegle request, but we just don't know about it? Yeah, that happens. I should just lie and say no. No, I'm perfect. No, that happens. Remember, YouTube videos are like the best. It's the best of the YouTubers. So you always see like the tippity top of your favorite creators, you know? This app is called Keysight. We got the original chair in the chat. What's up? We got Twins Echoes with the bits as well. Thanks for that. Thank you for that. Chest and shoulders. Let's go. Let's go. That's actually what I was going to do today, but I decided to take off today. I'll be going tomorrow. Blooper video? I don't know. I like the funny bits in my videos, but there's a lot of stuff that's not worth keeping. Most of it, really, you know? Like I said, if a 20-minute video, in a 20-minute video, that's usually like 6 or 7 hours of raw footage. And all the other footage is pretty much, you know, I get comments of people who are like, drop the whole thing. And I'm like, I promise you with my whole heart that you don't want to see the other footage. I promise. Only Harrison and I know. What are you most excited for this weekend? Good question. Not sure. Excited. I'm excited for it to just be the weekend. You know what I mean? I don't have anything crazy going on, but I like the weekend. So I'm kind of excited for that. Probably go outside. I think the weather's going to be nice. So that will be cool. Undying Skill, what's up? Yo, good to have you here. Good to have you here. Yeah, the parts that are funny enough to make the video probably end up making the video. That's exactly right, yeah. Anything that's worth keeping. Because I go through it all, and so does my editor. But there are so many things that can happen in an Omegle video that, you know, like for example, if it's a really bad song request, or if it's something that I've played a billion times before, on Omegle, which happened, like for example, Golden Hour is something I've beaten that into the ground, not only in videos, but just on Omegle. So I usually won't include that, even if it's a decent reaction, you know? I have it archived for maybe a later date, but it's like, you know, something like that is just not, it's not necessary. It's actually, with Golden Hour, it's gotten to the point where I'll actually ask, like, can you request something else, please? For the love of all that is good and holy. You know, that's a possibility. A lot of times people will skip while I'm playing. A lot of times people will skip while I'm listening. A lot of times people like won't react, you know, which is fine. Like I'll get through the performance and they're just like, cool. And then they'll skip. So it's like, I can't really include that, you know? So there are a lot of different things that can happen to make something ineligible for the final cut, I'd say. Toys, thank you for the gifted subs, man. A video with just Golden Hour. Yeah, pianist plays Golden Hour for 4 hours straight. Atron, have a good day. Harry Mac, no food, no animals. No Golden Hour. I know, right? Exactly. Exactly. We don't do Omegle on Twitch. that is something that is done offline for reasons that you could probably guess. Which pianist could you recommend listening to? Check out Jameen Dorothy on YouTube. One of my favorite pianists. Jimin Dorothy. Yeah, Twitch ban speedrun? For real. For real. That's what it would be like. Yo, Dan, the twitching man. The fact that you go on Omegle and do what you do brightens up so many people's day. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a light in a dark world. Thank you for saying that. I do enjoy going on Omegle, for sure. It's very fulfilling. And it's, in a weird way, it's addicting, because it is similar to gambling in the sense that you just don't know what you're going to get, which makes it kind of fun, right? Every session is different. You never know if you're going to get, like, the most wholesome person on planet Earth, or if you're going to get somebody who's, like, young and being obnoxious and silly, or getting a guy kayaking, or having somebody, you know, in their backyard by a campfire. It's, like, kind of fun. You just don't know. Did you just wake up? I actually did just wake up about a half hour ago. But I always look tired. I have genetic dark circles under my eyes. So they've been like that since I was like 6. But they've actually gotten better as I've gotten older, funnily enough. But I just look perpetually tired. That's my secret, Doc. I'm always tired. I think you look fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The natural tired look. You know how it is. It'd be like somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. You know, but yeah, perpetually tired due to juggling too much. You would think that, but like when I go back to baby pictures, like, or like not baby pictures, but when I was like sick, like I've had really dark circles, even when I was like, they were really bad when I was in high school, really dark, you know? But it doesn't really seem to be related much to how much I sleep. You know, I've had like great nights of sleep and then bad nights of sleep, and it's like mostly the same. But for whatever reason, they've gotten a little better as I've aged, which will probably, that's weird. That's a weird thing. But whatever. I don't really care. There's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, what a silly little thing to complain about. There are people who like don't have limbs and stuff, and I'm gonna complain about some darkness under my eyes. Hell no. Ignorance, thank you for the 8 months saying, wow, 8 months. It's been an amazing 8 months. Amazing artists and an amazing chat group with great Mo's. M-O's? The heck is that? What are you trying to say? Just put you on the spot. What are you doing? Mods, I'm kidding. Eat more carrots for dark circles? I'm not sure. I ate a ton of carrots when I was younger. I ate so many carrots at one point that like the bottoms of my feet started turning orange. And I remember I had to go to the doctor about it. It sounds like I'm making that up, but I'm actually not. It's like I was turning into a carrot from eating too many carrots. We do love the Mo's here. We love the Mo's. Again, chat, 2 things. I have a new video coming out tomorrow, so please check that out on the main channel, a new Omegle video. I will be live again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific to celebrate the new video. And also today I have a brand new video on the Highlights channel. I'm beginning to post there more. So if you like loops and you like Twitch stuff, please subscribe to that channel. It would mean a lot to me. Posted a video yesterday and today, and I think I have another one tomorrow. Look at me go. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll wait until Sunday. Barity says, Frank, you may have darkness under the eyes, but you got brightness of the soul. Mont, please VIP Barity. Thanks, Barity. All right, Shao, let's warm up a little bit, shall we? And by let's, I mean me, really. All right, all warmed up. All right, that was Gray, a piano piece off of my first album. Works for solo piano. I actually have sheet music for any pianists who would be interested in learning it. It's on a website called stemsupsound.com. Pretty soon I'm going to be moving all of my sheet music over to my website, which is just franktedesco.com. But for now, you can grab it on stemsupsound.com. Day one of asking for singing in F to hit Spotify. You're late, bro. It's already on Spotify. Oh yeah, I wanted to say thank you for all the support on yesterday's video on the Highlights channel. It got so many views in the first day. I think part of it was because I made a community post on my main channel, pushing the Highlights channel. But wow. Goodness. I should play with my pinkies more often. Singing in F sharp? I think it was singing in F. I'm singing in F. Yeah, I was singing in F. That's the one. Girl with that tattoo. Hello. Great to see you do challenges and other things. Yeah, I'm going to start doing more of those. It was a lot of fun. Like the chat participation loop, those are always really fun. Not like challenges per se, but yeah, I'll do a couple challenges. It's like I wanna, you know, not do that for the whole stream. Now do it with your nose. Now do it with your leg. Now do it with your butt. Now do it with, you know. But the occasional one is fun. One of your Q&A videos you sang in F sharp? Gotcha. Not sure. What loop pedal? This is an RC505. My baby. I love it very much. I've had it for a while now. I was looking, I think today in the Discord, somebody posted a clip from almost 3 years ago now of me doing, where is it? A loop. And it was so different. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I give up. I give up. I quit. Yo, no problem, operator. Have a good rest of your workday. 16 hours is quite a lot. Godspeed, my friend. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I know exactly. Also, the blunted. Thank you for the prime. Is Jake a fraud? I'm not sure. What is that like a thing? Jake being a fraud? Oh, thank you, Woody. That is exactly. Oh yeah, I forgot it's on my YouTube channel. Yeah, guys, this audio won't show up in my VOD, but this was 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. Listen to me go. I couldn't play it up to speed, so I just sped up the loop station. You can hear all the artifacts. That's me. Yeah, that's me 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, actually. This was like peak COVID lockdown, so like you couldn't get a haircut anywhere, and the gym was closed and stuff. So definitely look a little like I could use a haircut, we'll say. Dark times then, yeah, for real. Thank you, Carlos. Yeah, it didn't look bad, but it had like, because the part of like this side of my hair was a lot longer than this side. So it kind of looked a little weird when it started getting longer. You know? Probably would have been a little better if that like, I asked it to grow longer, but it didn't listen, you know? What are you going to do? All that's to say, the loops have come a long way. That's for sure. Fun stuff. Suave, thank you for the Prime. And Diffuser as well with the tier 1. Thank you. Laura gifting a sub to Stream Elements. Thank you for doing that. Stream Elements, please thank Laura. Yeah, I think we did remake that loop pretty recently. I've done it a couple times, you know. I had a glow up. Exactly, chat. Let's do a loop. I want to do a loop. I want to do a loop. Find a cool little instrument over here. So many untapped sounds that I have never touched. Power wiggle. It is a pretty wiggly. Kind of cool, kind of cool. What else we got? That's something. That's something that might be able to work. I don't know what we'll do with that. I have a feeling. Let me look up. Yes, that's what I thought chat was going to say. There's no point to continue that because that chord progression has sort of been monopolized by a certain band, so I'm not even going to entertain a full loop of that. I'm stuck. You're too locked in, you know. So I think we'll go a different direction. Not because of any copyright stuff, but just because there's no world where no matter what I do to that, people are going to be like, wait, that's Hotel California. Ooh. How many synth patches on? It's a lot, dude. Thousands, probably. Well, maybe not thousands, but hundreds. So many. Oh, I lost that sound. Let's see what else we got here. That's kind of cool. It's a little bit different. Some of these are a little too... You could probably make that work. This was pretty funny, though. This one. Right. Sure, why not? That's a little bit of a goofy sound. I forgot what I played on the strings. That's a cool line, though. All right, it's starting to turn into something. Let's go. Let's go. We need that kick. We need that good kick. Let me go to my... Oh, I've never... It's a pretty cool sound. What do you think, Chad? Do something like this? Or do we do like a dance? So we got number 1, type 1s for this. And then 2 for this idea. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. Let's do 2. Why not? You in chat. Gonna come together, chat. All right, let's get it, chat. I really need to get some claps on my stream deck. I'm going to write that down. Claps on stream deck. That'd be a good thing to have. I've been doing this technique recently on the loop station where, you know, I have like these drums go. Say I have the loop going, right? What I'll be doing is recording stuff on a track that's playing but silent. So I did that with a lot of the drums. It'd be like playing, right? And I'd add like, say like, and it'd be recording, and then it'll stop, but it's actually recorded. So that's been a really, really interesting technique. I did that with some claps too. And it's that way when I bring it all in, it's a lot more impactful. Pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, I think claps. I see a lot of other streamers doing that. Kind of nice to end with something instead of it just being like, and then just silence. I've seen a lot of streamers do that. I don't know how I feel about initiating my own claps, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. We'll see. I've survived 4 years without it. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, save it for the, oh, the other drums? Mobile Burrito? What were they? What did the drums that we ended up not using, right? What was it? I think it was drum and bass on here. Where was it? Drum and bass kit. That's a fun one. I don't know what we would do with that. Maybe like a... Oh, we cooking now. You like the cowbell? Done. All right. That's one. Seinfeld? I know, it's like the slap bass. I think people associate slap bass with Seinfeld. Makes sense. Hope you all enjoyed that sort of Caribbean loop. Sort of. Little sequence. Twas a blast. We got... Let me catch up with notifications very briefly before we continue. Crayon, thank you for the 6 months. A gifted sub from Imprecise. Basket Sue, thanks for the 2 months. 20 gifted from Leland a half hour ago. Somehow I missed that. If you're still here, Leland, thank you for the 20 gifted and the 10 gifted before that. I don't know if you all put L's in the chat for Leland, but if you didn't, please do so, because that is a ton of gifted subs. Thank you, man. Sorry I missed that. We also got Biles with the Prime, Kellogg, and Suave, both with the Primes. Thank you very much. And I think we are caught up. No, we got Andy. Andy gifting a sub. Thank you. Need to fix some ice cream? Imprecise, thank you very much for the tier 1. Run ads? I did. bit of Howl's Moving Castle. Haven't played that one in a while. Haven't played that one in a minute. How's it going, chat? Thanks for being here with me tonight. A couple things for you all. Brand new video coming out tomorrow on the main channel, Frank Tedesco. And I also have a new video on the highlights channel that I just posted today. I'm trying to push that channel a bit more here on stream. It's called Frank Tedesco Highlights, and I'll be posting stuff from stream, like uncut loops, some of the best loops, and other key moments. So if you'd like to see that, please subscribe to that channel. Also, if you're if you're watching on Twitch right now and you're not following, please hit the follow button. It's totally free, helps out the channel quite a bit. And yeah, you will be notified usually when I go live next. I've heard that Twitch can be unreliable with the notification system, but yeah, just follow the channel if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please. We got Hillbilly Kev. What's up, man? Oh, thanks for saying that. I hope you're doing well. Good to have you here. Boo. Guys doing anything fun this weekend? Any fun plans, exciting things going on? Work, school, dates? What's the scoop? Give me the scoop. Watched all your YouTube vids. Looking forward to the new stuff. Yo, thank you. I'll be live again tomorrow morning, along with the new video on the main channel. Did an escape room today. Oh, those are so fun. Those are fun. Going to the beach. Working and gaming this weekend. Beach and barbecue. Let's go. That's like the best duo ever. Little upset I didn't get an invite, Barity, but I'm sure that you just overlooked that. No hard feelings. Work, then camping? Very nice. I haven't been camping in so long. Your new camera comes in this weekend, so I can start streaming. What kind of camera did you get? My favorite movie? I have a couple favorite movies. One of them is Mr. Nobody. I'm glad you're finding value from the VODs, Danielson. That's great. The invite is on its way to the P.O. Box. Perfect. I do have a P.O. Box, by the way, everyone. Hope my new gig, middle school math teacher, is one. Oh, that's cool. Oh, are you nervous? Are you excited? That's a very interesting age group to be teaching. I feel like that's a very very formative years. You know, you hear stories of people like middle school, they had a teacher that changed their life, you know, but that also can be a pretty tough age group to deal with, you know. But good luck. Good luck. Your mustache is bigger than usual? I'm not sure. Is it? I don't think so. I don't know. Well, I just streamed yesterday, so it's unlikely that it's much bigger than yesterday. It's at terminal length, you know? It doesn't get any longer. Does the beard give a hardened level step back? I don't know what that means. I don't think. Yeah, we got Cusco. All right, chat. Have a good night. See you later. Yo, have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite. It's weird that hair. Yeah, it is kind of weird. Some hair is just like, yeah, we're done. We're good. What are you doing this weekend? This weekend, I don't have much planned, actually. Tomorrow I'm streaming, and then a new video's coming out, which is exciting. I'll probably go to the gym. Yeah, I don't have much planned, which I'm kind of excited about. It's been a really busy week with stuff. So I'm looking forward to just sort of relaxing, going to the gym, and maybe do something outside, you know? You can braid your beard. I've never let my beard get that long. I usually keep it this length, maybe even a tiny bit shorter is like my favorite, my optimal length, I would say. Yeah, maybe like a tiny bit shorter than this, but this is the idea. I've had it longer, but I just don't like the way it looks on my face because I really like the clean, like rounded, or sorry, like the squarish look. And that tends to like look a little goofy when it gets too long on my face anyway. So, yeah. I've tried different lengths before though. Hope your life is going well and you're happy. I'm pretty happy. Life is going well. A few things I'm working on. But overall, I would say I'm pretty happy. It's difficult to keep it trimmed. It is. It is. Does your apartment building have a roof poof and some nice setup? For everyone. Oh, that message just flew by. What's a roof? Oh, a roof pool. Gotcha, yeah. I don't think it does. Not on the roof. We do have a pool, but it's not on the roof. Your beard could break a pair of scissors. It's a pretty thick beard. Which is nice because when I first started trimming it myself, like I would make mistakes all the time, but there's a lot of hair to work with. So it's like even if you like accidentally cut something too much or cut something in a weird way, like it was pretty easy to sort of mask, you know? So that's a good thing. Loving the VOD channel, by the way. Real game changer and awesome background for when I'm working. Yeah, that's awesome. So happy to hear that. So happy to hear that. I did upload yesterday's VOD, yesterday's stream on the VOD channel today. So there is a new VOD up there for you all. It's a long one. Pretty long, I think. Like 3 hours. I guess it's not crazy long, but... yeah, no. A roof poof. I totally misread that. The old bottle? I have a bunch of these. I have a bunch of them. I like to change it up a little bit. I noticed that the one that I have, the gallon one, it's a fun gag on stream, but it's a little inconvenient because I never drink nearly a quarter of it on stream, and it's just like really big to lug around. So I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it back for the joke. Gets more with gray hair. I did find a gray hair in my beard the other day. It was actually completely white. Like, oh my gosh, it's happening. It's happening. Yeah, the clinic VOD was super long. I saw that you finished the timestamps on that, Woody. I mean, kudos to you, man. That must have taken ages. What's up, Hollywood Treasure? I don't think I'm taking any requests today. But some streams I do, yes. The merch ended last Sunday, actually. Frank Tedesco fan. It has begun. I know. But hey, I'm happy I just have my head hair. I'm cool with that. I have noticed my hairline has receded a little bit over the past few years, but all still got it all on the top, and that's cool. I'm happy about that. But no one in my family that I know of has male pattern baldness. Like my dad still has all of his hair. The only problem is I've heard that it runs on your mom's side, but my mom's biological father passed away like a really long time ago, way before I was born, so I have no idea what he looked like. So who knows? Who knows? Presumably he must have had some red in his beard because my dad doesn't. I'm balding. I'm an old man now. No. Yo, Hugh Lopez? Hugh Lopez? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but thank you for the 3 months. We're the same age. Yeah, I've heard that it's pretty normal for it to like recede a little bit. But I've always had like an unbelievably massive forehead. Again, since I was like young, it's just like, it's a thing, you know? So it's hard to know if it's actually receded or if I've always just had the big old noggin. Again, it's one of those things like I couldn't really care less. Couldn't really care less. If I ever started balding, like, significantly, I'd probably just shave it. Probably just shave it. Meds? Oh, I see. Not a big deal for guys. Yeah, I think the bald look can look really cool. Especially if, like, you see guys that, like, they shave their head and they have, like, a nice beard, and it's, like, a cool look. I always feel bad, like, it's not something to get, you know, too upset or self-conscious about. Again, like, I guess I'm saying that as somebody with, right now, a full head of hair. But, I don't know. It's always a bummer when you see guys who are, like, really self-conscious about it. Like, it's like you have no control over it, you know? And I don't think anybody... It's one of those things where I don't think anyone really actually cares too much. Rogaine? I don't know how I feel about those products. Because, like, it's one of those things where you have to use it. If you stop using it, it, like, stops working, you know? So I don't love the idea of having to take a product for the rest of my life. Just to have a little bit of my hair come back, you know? I would love to have, like, go full gray, you know, like, that would be awesome. Have a full set of gray hair and, like, a really nice silver or, like, a white beard. Ugh, that would be cool. No, I'd never do the comb over. I would never do the comb over, man. Cranius Maximus. You call your wife's big head Cranius Maximus? Damn. Just leave the mustache on top of the head. That's a good idea. I do like my bald head, but it took a long time to feel comfortable. I would imagine so. Yeah, I mean, you have hair for the most part your whole life, and then suddenly it's like it's just skin, you know? As a med student, hair loss can be a very emotional topic. Yeah, for real. I could totally see that. I could totally see that. I remember I met a guy on Omegle a few months ago. And I had just started talking to him, like we just matched, and the first thing he says was, go ahead, make fun of me. I know you're gonna do it. He immediately said that. And I was like, what are you talking about, man? And he was like, he really had a lot of hair loss. Like significantly, even over like a crummy webcam, you know? Like a lot of it was gone already. And he was 18. And apparently everyone on Omegle was just making fun of him that night, which really upset me a lot. So I ended up talking to this guy for like an hour and a half, just about life, you know, things like that. And we had a really nice talk. I decided not to put any of that in the video because it just didn't, that just felt like a conversation that is better to not see the internet. You know what I mean? But yeah, on that note, I can see how it can be a very emotional topic for somebody, especially like that seems pretty rare, I would imagine. Balding that much at 18. I don't feel like that's very common. I'm not knowledgeable on this subject, but yeah. I used to have long black hair when I was 29, but because of receding hairline, it looked like Riff Raff from Rocky Horror. Yeah, you see that too, like the guys with like the really far back receding hairlines, but they still try to rock like the super long hair. I guess that's a look. Yeah, he did. We had a good talk, and I think he was pretty cheered up by the end. And we were just talking about stuff. I was telling him about like my dark circles under my eyes. Like there are certain genetic things that like you just have no control over, you know? And we were talking about like, aside from that, like he was healthy and relatively in shape, you know what I mean? So like there's a lot to be grateful for. Not to say that you're still allowed to feel bad and like, be, you know, not be happy with something. Like it's not, you don't want to feel guilty about having things that you're complaining about or unhappy with. You know what I mean? It's like accepting both can exist simultaneously. So we were just kind of chatting about that. And it's a good talk. My son is losing his hair at age 30, but he still has a lot. He will be bald. Sad people have to attack others based on looks, even more when it's looks that you have no control over. For sure, for sure. I don't know why people do that, man. I don't know why people do that. Because like you never know how self-conscious somebody is about something. So it can definitely be hurtful, you know? For sure. Yo, we got Zit89. What's up, dude? I was balding from medications. I got a hair transplant. Hopefully that went well. No, I don't think that's anything to be ashamed about. Already starting to recede. Oh, recede at 19. Yeah, that's pretty young. That is pretty young. It's okay to not be okay. Agreed. Yeah, you got to accept what you have, like, in terms of things outside of your control. For sure. You know, things like hair loss or dark circles or whatever it is. Whatever it is, you know? It's okay to, like, not be thrilled about it, but it is good to just put it into perspective, you know? It's like, I can walk, you know? I can, like... I don't know. Really, you could pick anything. You know, like I was talking to a friend at the gym the other day, and he was talking about his knee pain, and he's had knee pain for like many, many years. And like, I've not once had knee pain in my entire life. Never. You know? And like, that's really fortunate. So like, you don't think about those things. You know, super grateful for that. So it can just really help. It can really help to think about those types of things. Nobody has everything. Can't grow facial hair very well, Patchy. Well, I don't know how old you are, but a lot of times that can fill in when you get older. Forget knee pain. Let's talk about heartache, or you just want to go right for the heart? To some extent, happiness is a decision. Once basic needs are met, the rest isn't that important. Helping other people and supporting. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I don't know. I guess happiness is I don't know if I'd say it's a decision. I don't know. But I do think that it has to come internally. You know, like you can't really find true happiness from external sources. You always have like a base level of happiness, I think, and it will always return to that level, even with more money or more things like that. So like if you're somebody who's poor and you're very happy, even with a lot of money and things, I actually don't think you'll be any happier. And vice versa too. If you're not happy with yourself when you don't have a lot and then you get a lot of materialistic things, like you're actually not going to be much happier. You know, past a certain point. I think like Frank Tedesco fan is saying, like, once your basic needs are met, anything after that, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really affect your core happiness, in my opinion. You know, and I could say that from experience as somebody who, like, all throughout my 20s had nothing in terms of money, you know, no money, just very living day by day, trying to do the music thing, you know. I was rich in other ways, in the important ways, friends, family, health, you know, having a good bill of health, like that's the kind of currency that really matters. So, you know, fast forward and it's like you have you're in a different financial situation. It's like I don't actually feel any happier now than I did when I was, you know, early mid 20s and would try to buy a sandwich at 7-Eleven for $4 and my debit card gets declined. And the cashier looks at me like I'm pathetic. You know what I mean? So I think once your basic needs are met, like, I don't know. It's got to come from within. And of course, that's saying that as somebody who's realistic. Like, you know, you need money. Money's important, right? You got to pay your bills. Right, money allows you to do things like get a gym membership, and get better soap, get clothes. You know what I mean? So like you know, it's like you don't want to be ignorant to the fact that like money will allow you to get tools that can help you to become happy. But having money in the bank doesn't directly make you happy, right? Thanks for all the gifted subs, by the way, Andy. I grew up with a ton of money, but ironically, it never brought us more happiness. My family is extremely close, and we very rarely spend. Just hang out, chat, watch movies. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Having money is a weight off your shoulders. It's like you can finally direct your attention to things that you enjoy. It's true. Well, it's like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I don't know if you all are familiar with that, but you have to start out with certain focuses that and that changes over time. You know? So things like this. Right, starts with your psychological needs, right? Like you're not going to worry about self-actualization if you don't have food, water, and shelter and clothing, you know? So the way that we worry about things as humans goes up in this chart. Right, so once you have these like basic necessities met, you know, social ability, all this stuff, right? You move on to things like friendship, famship, all that stuff, right? And then you see it goes up into more abstract concepts, right? Like how can you worry about your meaning on this planet if you don't have food, right? Things like that. So I think this ties in with the conversation on like money, right? It's like if you don't have your basic bills met, like you gotta work. You're grinding on this part of the chart, right? And there's not much time to really focus on this. So it's pretty interesting stuff. And then when you're somebody who starts to become in a better financial situation, it's like you can start thinking about the self-actualization, you know, creativity, all these things, experience, purpose, you know, meaning, like what am I really doing here? You know, all these concepts that you're not going to think about if you need to work 12 hours a day just to pay the bills. You know, I could say that from experience. I think this applies to animals. I'm not sure it does. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say maybe not. So anyway, yeah, I would encourage you, chat, to like check this chart out. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is super interesting. Very interesting stuff. Holy gorillas. I don't think animals need money. That's true. That is true. At the very top is being able to play piano in any key. Yeah, that's on the back. Right? That's down here for me. So it's definitely a privilege to be in for people who are in this bracket, you know? So I think one of my points was that, like, you know, once your basic necessities are met, like people who have a lot of money, like it brings different problems, I think. I think it brings a different set of problems. But they're different kinds of problems. They're like grappling with this as opposed to grappling with this. So it's very different, clearly. But still, there's still problems, and there's still things you have to deal with. So even though they're in a different group, it's like you still have things to deal with, you know? So I get my piece of advice would just be, if you're somebody with like a lot of money, just give it to me. I think that's really what I'm trying to say here today, folks. That's all you got to do, and you too can be happy. Yeah, I know, Leland. Yeah, even the rich have problems, for sure. And sometimes pretty dang serious problems. Frank, money doesn't make you more happy. Also, Frank, give me all your money. Comparing what we have to others creates a lot of problems. It definitely can. It definitely can. Yeah, because like I said, nobody has everything. Nobody has everything. So you compare yourself to somebody else, and it's like, wow, they have this, and I don't. But you probably have a bunch of things that they don't have, and they're comparing the. It's like it's apples and oranges at the end of the day. It's really hard to not compare yourself to people. Very, very hard. You know, like the guy you see taking pictures next to his Lamborghini and like, you know, partying with the most beautiful women in the world. It's like, you know, you have no idea what that guy's going through. You have no idea. Especially with social media, right? Like Instagram is just a curated highlight reel. It's not actually, that's not actually how that person is. You know what I mean? Yeah, what's up, Candy? Good to see you. We're having a philosophical conversation about money and happiness. Another day in the office. We're talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs as well. Very interesting stuff. I get what's this chart say? Does this elaborate a little bit? That's like the same sort of stuff. Oh yeah, this is the one that I like a lot. Yeah, air, water, food, shelter, sleep, blah 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 blah. Yeah, desire to become the most that one can be. Yeah, it's like how are you gonna worry about that if you're not employed, right? I wouldn't want to be the party guy anyway. I'm more of a hike the mountain with friends guy. Yeah, I feel that. Maybe it goes in, you know, you have different periods in your life where maybe when someone's younger, they're the party guy. You know, I partied quite a bit in college, for sure. But I'm not really a party guy nowadays, you know. So you have like maybe different chapters, you know. You grew up on this at Harvard? Oh, that's cool. I do know Healthy Gamer. I met him at TwitchCon, actually. One of my favorite streamers, YouTubers. Love that guy. Sit on a deck and reminisce guy? Heck yeah. I'm not huge on... Sometimes I reminisce, but I don't know. I find that with my friend... I like to talk about the future and the present with friends as opposed to like reminiscing a lot on like the good old days or like high school days or something like that, as great as they were. You know, I just find that I tend to talk about like things going on currently and like what we're working towards as opposed to like you know, like living in the past too much. I like to reminisce, but it like a healthy amount, I think. Yeah, I don't know if y'all have those friends that it's like they only talk about like the good old days, you know. It's like, what are we doing? Let's build new memories, right? Would you want to do an interview with him? Dr. K? Yeah, that'd be great. That would be awesome. I would definitely have a couple things that I'd want to talk to him about. You going to TwitchCon? Let's go, Forked. Yeah, they get wrapped up in the old stories. Yeah, yeah. This camera angle makes you look ripped, really? It's so small though. Camera adds 10 pounds, you know? What was this song? Go a little bit. Change the music. Well, let's go back to... That's fine. That's fine. 10 pounds of muscle. Need to know the split? I used to do the bro split. I've changed it up a little bit recently, the past couple months. I've been doing legs more, a lot more. Twice a week. Doubling up sometimes chest with biceps. Chest with tris, back with bis. Been focusing a lot on shoulders, so I've been doing shoulders twice a week. Just focusing a lot on some areas of weakness. Not doing arms as much, you know. I think you just are ripped. Nah, it's the camera, man. Would you guys say you're happy right now? All things considered? Pretty tough question to ask. Well, actually, it was easy for me to ask, but probably hard to answer. I'm content. I am. Depends on the day. Tired. Just perpetually. Been hard these last years. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of has been a hard couple years, huh? With like COVID and all that stuff. All that brought. My wife and son are great. I had a very tough childhood with a violent alcoholic father. Grown up life. It's been wonderful. That sounds really rough. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, that sounds really difficult. Then you should be proud of yourself for breaking that cycle with your son. I'm not happy yet, but I'm way less sad. That's good. That's something to be proud of. That's progress for sure. Yeah, work towards a better future. Yeah, for sure. I am excited for summer hikes. How was your chest workout, Chip? Helps to avoid comparing yourself where others are at. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of times the conversation comes back to comparison for sure, especially with social media, right? Because you're gonna find people on Instagram and they look like gods. It's like, wow, this person's always happy. This person's jacked. This person is like always partying with their friends. Why am I not doing that stuff? Something must be wrong with me, you know? There's a really sad sense of irony that the internet, it's like it connects us more than society's ever been connected, and yet it's making us feel lonelier than we've ever felt. Thanks for watching. Just end it. Done. Highly recommend anyone with any problem learn about the people like them before them. Yes, definitely. Definitely. And if you can afford it, go to therapy. Why is this song playing again? Voice unmuted. What's up? We're so lonely. Okay, bye. Peace. Gotta go. This Discord is a great place to unwind and chat. Yeah, we have a great Discord. You also join. Frank is telling us how bad our lives are. No, no. I'm totally not. We're talking voice unmuted. We're talking about happiness and fulfillment and purpose and Maslow's hierarchy of needs and things like that. The unrealistic way that we portray ourselves on social media, all that stuff. You know, light combo, light reading. No, his beards. I was happy before, so since I've been struggling these past years, I can't help but look on the past. Can't focus forward. And I'm afraid, yeah, sometimes, well, it's really interesting because a lot of times when you look back on the past, it's like you're looking with rose-colored glasses, right? Like when things are not so good now, you tend to look back and only see the good things, but it might not have been as flawless as you think. It's a trap that's very easy to fall into. Yeah, stop being jealous, voice unmuted. It's all the camera lighting. The beard is just, it's really just, I have like this 3-point lighting that highlights the beard. That's what it is. Hello from Germany, my red bearded mate. Hello. The beard is AI? Yeah. It truly is. Okay, I want to make sure I'm caught up with notifications. Keeping busy, establishing healthy habits and routines has helped tremendously. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, healthy habits and routines is kind of the trick. Hard thing to do in the beginning. Remember we talked about like neural connections the other day and how they get strengthened the more you do it. That goes for both good things and bad things. It's very hard at first. So I got my first concussion. I never felt not like the same person, and it took a really long time to stop trying to go back to how I thought life was before. Be okay with how things have changed. Yeah, it's hard to like accept that sometimes things change and like you can't go back. But it's also tough because as you get older, like you don't know if you now put in that spot would enjoy it the same way that you did when you were that age, if that makes sense. Like, for a more extreme example, like I'm 30. So like if I right now were to go back, if I were to just teleport now into my college life, I don't think I would have nearly as much fun as I did when I was, 19 to 22, 18 to 22 in college. Like that you change a little bit, Shut up, Whale. 30, such a young one. Mods, please VIP Matt Joe. Oh, you got a new piano? Let's go. What kind of piano? You're older than me? Are you? I didn't know you were old. I thought you were like my age, Whale. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Can't remember. Yep, I'm 30. I am 30. I don't feel 30 though, fortunately, like in terms of my body, and obviously like I'll be a kid forever in my mind, you know, but very fortunate with that. I definitely, you know, I've made fitness a priority in my life for the past 15 years. And I think that's helped like stave off certain getting older things, you know, pain, aches and stuff like that. It'll eventually catch up, you know, but the idea is to just try to stave it off as long as possible, I suppose. But who knows? I have a friend at the gym who's a powerlifter, and he's 64. And he is a competitive powerlifter. It's incredible. I remember I asked him, I was like, what's your secret, man? Like, you have any advice? I always ask people for advice, you know? Something I recommend you do too. I've been doing it a very long time. Like, whenever you see somebody that's older, just like ask them. They love to answer too. You know, be like, hey, you know, I'm 20. Do you have like any advice for a 20-year-old? Right? And it's not awkward. They'll be like, yeah, a lot of times they're excited to answer. And when you do that enough, you start to see recurring answers. And that's really interesting. Our son is 30. He's a computer science professor at a large university. That's awesome. Consider you as accomplished as him. It takes a huge amount of study and work to get where you are. Oh, thank you, Frank Tedesco fan. My gosh. I appreciate that. Wait up at 30 for me. I'll be joining you in 2 years. We should be 30 together. You got to catch up, voice unmuted. You got to catch up. Hurry up. I'll wait. I'll wait for you. I'll just stay 30. I turned 40 this year and I feel great. I love to hear that. I'm almost 69 and I feel like I'm in my late 20s, early 30s. That's awesome. It's really interesting. I don't see a lot of people in that age group on Twitch. That's very interesting to me. You know, Twitch is like one of those things. It's like you see like younger people on there, not so much in that age group. So that's really awesome to see. I'm a cardio guy, but I don't do the gym. I see. Hey, cardio's great. Cardio's great. Definitely recommend doing some weightlifting though. There are so many benefits to that. Trying to catch up? Hurry up. You're probably good at mathematics? I was pretty good at geometry. But I don't know, regular math, like, kind of, I don't know. I just didn't love it, you know? I like certain things, like I remember we learned about matrices, and that was really cool. But there were just certain topics I really enjoyed. But I was good enough at it to where, like, I could just work and, like, get a good grade and just move on, you know? But I wasn't, like, I wasn't, like, notably good, if that makes sense. I hit a significant milestone birthday this year, and I feel like I'm in my 20s. Let's go. Well, it's funny because you talk to older people, and they're like, yeah, I still feel like I'm 30, like in here, but my body's not, you know? And then you also talk to other people who are like in their 20s, and like they have like, they're like old in here, but young in here. It's very interesting. Who let me be an adult? I know, right? I guess I feel like I'm 30. Yeah, like, I feel more settled into myself in many ways. I don't know what you're supposed to feel like at 30. That's the thing. I don't know if there's like a correct answer, you know? How long have you been working out? Started when I was 16 and just did it consistently ever since. I will feel like an imposter in my age group. I know, we're children who pay taxes. That's what it is. We are simply children who pay taxes. And I don't even do that. Just kidding. IRS, if you're watching. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. 16 year. Yeah, I started right around the time that I started playing piano. Started piano at 14 and then started working out when I was 16, I think. I think that's right. Either 16 or like maybe 15, but I think I was around 16. I think so. I'm just being tongue-in-cheek about it. Children who pay taxes. But you know what? To be fair, like if you can figure out how to keep your inner child alive, I think that will keep you young, for sure. I talk about that a lot, and I'm actually very passionate about that subject. It's really devastating because everyone is creative when they're young, and then you sort of like, it's just like beaten out of you as you get older. Which I personally think is one of the most devastating things that exists. It's horrible. Yeah, it's a bummer. I think it does keep you young, being creative. So it's always nice to try to have a hobby on the side, even if you have a job that's not creative. You know, have something that you can do that's creatively fulfilling on the side. Yeah, the tragedy is that most people never find the thing that really unlocks their creativity and lets them express themselves. Yeah, it is. That is a tragedy. 100%. I think one of the hard pills to swallow is that people don't try enough things. You know? How could you know if you don't try things? You might be the world's best volleyball player, pickleball player, and you might love it. And you would just never know if you tried it. And if you find something that you have a knack for and that you love, you win. You win the game of life, IMO. But it's really hard. You can't do that if you're not somebody who's willing to try a lot of things, right? So I think that's why there are a lot of things I don't like about like the US school system. But one of the things I like is that you're forced to do a lot of different things, you know? And the downside is like, sure, you might not like most of those things, but I actually don't think that's a waste of time. Because the more things that you try, even if you don't like it, it will help point you in a direction of something that you will like. So it's like, don't think that just because you tried 20 things and you didn't like any of them, it's like, oh man, what a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. You know, it gears you towards a direction to find what you do like. Yeah, this is the food pyramid. I just have something completely irrelevant up. And that's why I feel like love is really important. As you can see the illustration in this picture, right? You want to give somebody a slice of your heart. Sometimes you're pushed in certain directions and you just have to make sure you advocate for yourself and what you want. Yeah, took a while before I was able to branch out and figure out things I really liked. It's hard. It's hard, but you have to do it. Yeah, because no one's gonna do it for you. And if you don't take control of your own life, people will just do it for you. 100%. 100%. And that is how you build up regret and resentment. Is because you were a passenger in your own life. Love is like bread. Just in general. I'm not even going to elaborate on it, you know. No matter how you slice it, 100%. Do you have a girlfriend? No one knows for sure. Passenger in your own life. Just call me out like that. I didn't mean to call you out, Matt. I didn't mean to call you out. My apologies. I've been in the same job for 20 years. I love what I do. And just recently the company went employee owned. So we all have a share in that. Whoa, that's interesting. Yeah, if you can get a job that you at least don't hate, I think that's great. I think that's great. I hate seeing people who are absolutely miserable at their jobs. You know, that's the saddest thing. Because there are a lot of different variables of why people have to be in that, you know, so I understand that from a realistic standpoint, but I don't think it's ever worth it. I'm not saying you gotta love your job, but I think you have to do everything in your power to get an occupation that you don't despise. Because if you have a job that you actually, I mean really hate, you'll get old really quick. Really quick. And your zest for life will just disintegrate. And you know, no job is perfect. Everyone has bad days, bad weeks, even a bad month, you know? But I'm talking about like this specific bracket of people who like despise what they do. You know, they get a knot in their stomach getting ready to go to work consistently. What's up, monkey nuts? But it's scary to switch a job like that, or you know, it's like the saying that the devil you know is better than the devil you don't, right? It's like, I know this job though, and it's much less scary here being miserable at this job than branching out into the unknown and trying to get a new occupation. But I don't think people realize the repercussions of inaction. It can actually be much worse. The consequences of that can be much more severe. Like, you're screwed either way, right? You're either in a horrible situation that you're currently in, or you have to branch out and go into the unknown and try something new. So it's like you don't get to choose an option where everything is golden and peachy, right? So that's kind of a liberating thought. IMO. So I would argue that being stagnant and taking inaction and just being, you know, in your horrible situation can be much worse than trying to get yourself out of it and throwing yourself into uncharted territory. But what do I know? I'm just a streamer. I just sit here and go doop-de-doop-de-doo. You you know? Master L, thank you for the 10 gifted. Appreciate you. Always felt I wanted to try some more physical jobs, but I've always been bashed to think that I'll get bored of it quickly. And I can't help but think that it'll cause me pain and it'll pay less. Yeah, those are very real concerns, you know? It's not easy to consider branching off into something different, you know? Frank, you have a really cool community, and I appreciate you for cultivating it. Hey, I didn't really do much. I just stream. I just stream and make videos. All credit goes to them. Hey, you know what? I'll take all the credit. Why not? However, you are also humble and I'm the most humble person there is. You know, there is not one person on earth who's more humble than me. I'll say that. I used to be conceited, but now I'm perfect. That's a joke that I have. I used to be indecisive. I used to think I'm indecisive, but now I'm not so sure. I'll say that to people and it takes them a second to register. Funny little gag. Anyways, chat, I think we're gonna wrap up the stream because I am gonna go. I am starving. I actually didn't have dinner, but I will be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m. Pacific to hang out with you, celebrate the new video, play a little bit of piano. Might not be a long stream. I don't know. I've been streaming a lot lately, so we shall see. But new video tomorrow. Also, if you are here and you're not following the channel, please do so and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the Discord. We have an amazing community there of tons of people. And it would mean a lot to me if you join. We got Swiss Tonic with the 100 bits, Zellerman with the 6 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, you just catch me at the end of the stream, but I will be back tomorrow. Fun chatting with y'all. Let me scroll down. We're going to find somebody to raid. Oh, let's raid Office Drummer. That'd be cool. He was here the other day. I hopped in his stream as well. Super talented dude. Bunch of cool stuff in his stream. So we're going to raid a drummer today in the office. Please show him some support. Give him a follow. I think he actually had a record recently. He was like the first Twitch musician to pass 10,000 subs. He has over 12,000 subscribers on Twitch. I think that's a record for a musician. So how cool is that? That's so awesome. Good for him. I mean, geez. What is happening? I think this is going to be entertaining. What a wild setup this guy has. Super cool dude. So let's go show him some support. That is Office Drummer. Please copy this. We are the Tedesco crew. Thank you to the mods for being here as always. I really appreciate you all. And I will be back tomorrow with a new stream and a new video on the main channel. Hope you all will enjoy it. It's a fun one. There's a cool sponsor integration as well that I think you all will enjoy. What is going on with this guy? All right, let's see what happens.